The expanded definition of unemployment, including discouraged job seekers, has increased to 43.2% in the first quarter. The construction sector lost the most jobs, followed by the private households and the manufacturing sector. Many suffered job losses as businesses had to cut staff numbers to stay afloat in the wake of the pandemic.
Let us look at the discouraged work seeker, for example. It increased by about 201,000 people. Taking us to about 3.1 million in the quarter that we are talking about. That is the first quarter of 2021. Now, when you look at the other not economically active, they decreased by 38,000 and bringing us to about 14 million. So when you take the 14 million plus about the 3 million of your discouraged work seekers, they come together to about 17 million.
One such South African who gave up on looking for a job and found another way to make a living is Paul Maqubela. He worked for the South African Airways for over 10 years. Maqubela knew SAA was in financial trouble, but he never expected things to end the way they did. He and 2,700 other colleagues lost their jobs. Maqubela likens the COVID-19 pandemic to a final nail in the coffin of his career in aviation. After trying unsuccessfully to find another job in aviation, Maqubela, together with two of his former colleagues, started the Chisanyama. He says while this helps them to feed their families, they have made a deliberate decision to use local small businesses as suppliers to help feed more families.
Not in a million years did we think that SAA would close doors and let staff go the way things happened last year. I did not understand depression for the longest time. I experienced what was happening last year. We lost our jobs. We had to cut ties with a company that we loved dearly and that we had dedicated our lives to for years. So it was a rather challenging time and the worst experience one has experienced in life ever. Yeah, but here we are. We're living. We survived. We still continue with life.
The period ahead remains challenging in terms of employment prospects as the country battles yet another wave of COVID-19 infections and structural impediments to economic growth.
Things such as electricity shortages, things such as policy uncertainties. Those factors are weighing negatively, and companies, as a result, they are very reluctant. At the moment, we have been seeing the developments in terms of the labor union negotiations, which are not aligning with the demands that the workers are demanding when it comes to the pays. So those factors all combined, they are affecting business confidence and the company's willingness to expand and employ more people.
While the relatively eased lockdown restrictions will help improve employment prospects, it's unlikely employment levels will be anywhere near those seen before the pandemic hit. Loras Sefakomosi, SABC News, Johannesburg.